Hey, greetings and salutations everybody, my name is Axe. It is Friday, which means it is time for an episode of Team Fortress Friday, the show where every Friday I take topics suggested by you lovely people in the community. I pick one, talk about it, unload my brain into it, play some TF2, and it's just a casual, fun time. Nothing I don't want to get too serious with anymore. Well, I never wanted it to, and so I'm getting it back on track to what I originally kind of wanted the series to be about. Anyways, I'll get onto it. This week's TFF shoutout goes to... actually, it's not a YouTube comment. It is one that was suggested during a live stream I was in with Krusty Mustard from Aurora 1983. And she says, okay, here's my topic. Is having a best friend move away when you're an adult much better from a friend moving away when you were a child? So this Team Fortress Friday is about friends moving away. I guess we can start with the younger, because I feel like, go in a linear timeline here of younger to older. As a kid, your circle of friends is generally more diverse, right? There are people who you consider your friends who are really acquaintances, but, since you see each other every single day, because, generally as a child you're in school, so since you see each other every day for the most part, you get to know people well, and they're fun, they're people that are your friends, which are really fun to converse with, but you're never going to see. So I assume by friend as a child, it's a close friend, right? Somebody who you're very close, you hang out with, you do stuff. As a kid, one of my first friends who stood up for me in front of some bullies and I befriended him actually moved away when I was younger. I don't remember what grade it was at this point, but anyways, I had a friend who I was picked on a lot in elementary school especially, and this one kid finally stood up for me, and he was legitimately wanting to be my friend, so I was friends with him, whatever. Moved to, I don't even remember, we actually even kept in touch afterwards. He would call and talk and ask what's up, and I didn't as much, which I wish I had. I don't know, I'm weird like that. But anyways, it was really, I won't say devastating for me, but it was not a, I don't know, it was a hard experience, because even though, as a kid, you generally have a larger circle of friends that you do stuff with, having a friend like that move away was a feeling of, somebody you're not going to see all the time, right? It's less of a friend that you see once in a while that you don't anymore. It's here's somebody that you just no longer there. And it's a weird feeling, especially as a kid, when your real friendship is kind of hard to come by in a lot of ways. Everybody doesn't really know. Everyone just kind of does what they do, I don't know, there's no real, I don't want to say, popularity there kind of is, but I don't know, you know what I mean? Just, people in your group, and if they leave, it's a very sad and devastating thing. I think, though, as a child, again, it's easier to cope. But I guess now I'll go to the normal friend, talk about which is different. As an adult, however, or even more grown up, basically, I think after high school is when I think of adultness. Having those friends leave is very difficult, because after high school, that circle of friends that you see every day, those people you don't talk to at all anymore for the most part. You cling on to a group of maybe a handful of people, people you can count on your hands that you actually still talk to and hang out with and do stuff with, when everyone's around. It really narrows down to your closer friends, and as an adult you can be very outgoing with people, but friends as an adult is different than friends as a kid. Everyone's your friend as a kid almost. You're a friend or you're an enemy, right? That's kind of how I viewed it. If you're even neutral with someone, you're friends. It's oh, they're all right. But, as an adult growing up, those people, you know who you are and they know who they are, and it's a much more established relationship. Everyone kind of knows what everyone does. There's no, real major questioning of oneself, though there always is, but, all the time of, I don't know anything about life, to suddenly, you have a decent grasp on it. I would have to say, honestly, that having someone move away as an adult is worse than somebody moving away as a child, or a kid for that matter, simply because as a kid you're much more social being. There are people that struggle with this, I know, but if you have a close friend move away as a kid, actually I'm going to do two sides of this. If you have a friend move away as an adult, it's a hard relationship, because you lose somebody you get along with very well. You lose somebody who you've spent much time with, and that you pretty much are not going to see again. Or if you are, they're no longer in your life. And when it's such a close-knit group, it's difficult. However, as a kid, or just this young guy, whatever. I think that losing a friend there can be worse in the situation of that you don't know who you really are growing up. And if you're somebody who doesn't have a large circle of friends and you don't really that's a period where nobody knows who they really are. Everyone tries to figure out who they are and what they should do in life and everything. And the idea that, losing a friend who helps you find who you are can really affect your life. Because there were friends who defined me. Not who defined me. They're friends who made me realize what it is I truly appreciate and want in people. There were friends who got me thinking about things I never would have possibly, considered on my own. So, I think for determining who you are, it's worse to lose a friend as a kid, or as a, younger. Whereas, for companionship and for somebody that you're really going to miss, I think it's worse losing as an adult. But that's just my personal opinion. But at the same time, as an adult, everyone grows up, everyone leaves, and we live in such a social world nowadays that if somebody moves away, you can keep full contact with them through games and Skype, and it's such a global world we live in right now that people who are gone aren't ever really gone. You know what I mean? So I think that's my opinion on the issue. I thought it was a good topic, friends moving. If you have a friend that has moved, if you're younger and have a friend that's moved, that's definitely going to be a bit of a grieving loss. But don't, try to reach out to others. Keep yourself open to possibilities, and it's not easy. It's really not easy, especially when you with me, it was felt like my first friend, and then they're gone, and it's that's really unfortunate. That sucks. It wasn't fun at all, but if that's the case and you're younger and doing that, just keep in touch, constantly try to keep in touch, but don't halt your life because of that reason. If you're very, very close to the friend, keep the friends that you still have there, close to you for obvious reasons. And as an adult, a lot of friends I know and got along with really well are off at college or doing stuff with their lives in other places than where I am. And it just, it's easier. You feel happy for them and you expect it as an adult almost. You're very happy that they're pursuing or doing what they want to do because it's a decision that's their own, really, at that point. It's not their parents saying they want to. It's mainly them, deciding what they want to do, and it's easier. So, again, global world, keep in touch, call up, talk to people, have a good time. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this week's Team Fortress Friday. I hope it all went well. If you have a comment or if you have a topic for next week, post it in the comments below. Nothing political or religious, please. If you see one you like, thumbs it up so I can see what people want to see. I will never do a topic that I don't want to do or don't feel in the mood for, or whatever reason. It doesn't even have to be most thumbs up. I can pick any topic. So if you have one, post it in there. If you see one you like, again, thumbs it up so I can see what the majority of people want to hear. And again, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a doctor. I am a guy. I'm a person just like you. No difference. I am not above nor below you. So I hope you find insight in whatever it is that I say. That's really just reflective of everything I've heard and some stuff I guess I've experienced. So anyways, hope you all have an amazing day. Hope your lives are amazing. Have a happy Friday, and I shall see you all later. Enjoy your weekend. Oh, and finally, happy birthday, Jess. You're amazing, and you make my life much more incredible than I could have ever imagined. So, happy birthday. I'm here for you. And anyways, yeah. See you all later. I'm a dork. Bye. Oh, moving headshot. Jeez, man, I haven't played Sniper Elite, or not Sniper Elite, Hitman in a while, but my sniping skills have been up since I've been playing Bad Company 2, and I've been playing some Nazi Zombie Army, Sniper Elite.